Hey folks, welcome back to the second episode of my Let's Play series. Gonna continue with another Eden run. Hope to start getting a streak built up here for you guys to watch. Alright, we're starting with Broken Remote and the D7. Well, those do not work together, but it's not an XL floor, and this is a great start. Alright, I think the D7, although not great, is better than Broken Remote. Broken Remote can be strong if you find, say, a Guppy's Paw or another 0 recharge item, but otherwise it's mostly useless. So I'm going to roll with the D7. So I'm looking for a room I can easily kill in a couple seconds so that I can do it again with the D7 like that and get rewards. This is not always the most popular item, but I think it's an extra opportunity to farm consumables, and unlike exploring more of the floor, which would give you the same benefits, this way you can only do it on rooms that you know are pretty easy to kill. That one's fairly weak, I could kill that one. Ooh, Toxic Shock is a very strong item. The Toxic Shock, whenever we enter a room, will do two times our tier damage to every enemy in the room. Alright, I think this one at the least total HP, or at the very least it's the most nearby. Wow, looks like we can keep doing this for a while. And as you can see, this is paying out with keys, pennies, all sorts of things. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, in addition to doing 2 times our tier damage when we enter a room, Toxic Shock also makes it so that whenever we kill an enemy, it spawns creep. So I would say the D7 really paid out there. It gave us a bomb, which we could use to access this tin of rock. We were rolling and spirit hearts. Good moment to talk about our base stats here. Oh, and to give our seed, which is BGYC Z69K. So our damage is good. Our tier rate is not great, but not awful either, and our damage is good enough that it's not hugely significant. Alright, yeah, we're getting a lot of consumables, which is really helpful. Surprised I managed to make all those dodges, but happy about it. Gotta scratch my nose real quick. And let's fight not Ragman. Another piece of good news. We don't have great damage, so this might take a little while, but oh, well, whatever. Leech will probably do some good work for us if we can just get Leech in there. Yeah, there we go. And we really don't have much to complain about right now. Our HP is great. Our starting stats are not amazing, but not awful. So what we're really looking for from this boss drop is preferably some sort of DPS upgrade. I would love a tiers upgrade or a damage upgrade. I wouldn't say no to meat or a good syringe. But let's just see what we get. We're almost done with the monster here. He'll leave his little puddle of green creep when we kill him. And we are rolling meat. It's HP, which is not what we need most in the world, but never say no to HP early on a run. Basement 2. Key bomb on an item pedestal. We will go to this first room. Ah, wow, and there's Toxic Shock really doing his work. Normally when I see that room layout with an item floating surrounded by the unbreakable blocks, it makes me so sad that I can't reach the item, but for Key Beggar, I'd almost rather not take him than have him. So if we get a Hangman card, or the ability to fly, I'll pick it up. If not, I won't cry over it. This is a good room to D7. Once we get another charge and farm here for consumables, we've finally got enough money where we're definitely looking to go to our shop. That was easy, but we won't D7 it because we wouldn't get Toxic Shock again. Another penny. It's a little grindy, a little min-maxy, but honestly, I think the benefits it provides are ultimately more likely to speed our run up than slow it down. if it gives us a bomb that turns a tinted rock into small rock, all is forgiven, you know? And I know it impedes our ability to make it to boss rush, but I'm not the fastest player. Anyway, I'm a little more, maybe not meticulous, I don't do every room, but I'm a little more deliberate, I suppose. And I would always rather put together a strong run than go to boss rush. I like doing boss rush if I have the damage for it. And, oh, I really should. Ah, see? That bomb turned into small rock. Granted, we didn't need to use that bomb because we picked up the golden bomb, but we'll take Piggy Bank. If we can get an arcade, we'll be rolling in money. Might as well blow this up. And I suppose I really should take the Spirit Heart. We do have a lot of HP, but we don't actually have any means of generating more, so every Spirit Heart is still useful to have. Shouldn't get too cocky. Little Horn, I think, is going to fare a lot worse than Monster did. He has less HP, and we've gotten Small Rocks. Oh. Not my best dodge. Now, I saw on the Binding of Isaac subreddit today that apparently the holes are physical objects, and they'll hurt you if you run into them, but you can push Little Horn's bombs into them and move them around. I don't know what that looks like, but well, we didn't get a chance to try it. We never spawned a bomb and a hole in the ground at the same time. Ooh. Since we have Piggy Bank, I definitely want to take Cambion Conception and a thing. And I know the nail is better than the D7, but I'm not really in the mood to take the nail. I understand it give us a lot of HP, but I don't know. At the moment, we just picked up. We now have 3 items that benefit from us taking damage, so I think this. Not great, right there. I think this 2 red HP is still pretty valuable for us. This is a pretty easy big room to take out. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah. I'm not gonna say that's how. I'm not gonna say I got hit on purpose, but I'm also not gonna say I regret getting hit, because I was just wondering, is this enough enemies where intentionally getting hit with a Thame will likely generate a black heart for us? And as you can see, those silly plays, just getting hit there and using a Thame to kill the enemies, actually generated more black hearts than it cost. It did not that time, but overall I'd say it made up for some pretty easy farming of that room. And I know Wiggle Worm is not really helpful, but it's fun and it's not hurting us too much right now. Oh, and it makes a Thame look cool. Okay. Blackheart would have been nice there. I'm going to stop intentionally taking damage to use the Thame, unless I run into something like Teratoma. Over here. Curse of the Lost Heaven is annoying. I'm going to stop intentionally using a Thame, unless we run into... I should start dodging instead of just talking. But let's pretend that was our last intentional use of a Thame. Alright. So for those of you who don't know, a Thame is a pretty good item, and basically, whenever you take damage, you spawn that circle around you, or in this case a weird star thing because of Wiggle Worm, and it does a lot of damage. Maybe it's like your tier damage per tick to any enemy touching it, and any enemy killed by it has a decently high chance to drop a black heart. I don't recall if it's influenced by luck, and I don't recall if it's... No, I do remember it is higher than Maw of the Void, because the fact that you have to take damage for it, I guess Edmund felt it should be more worthwhile to do so. Or that Maw of the Void would be broken if it was this powerful, which I agree with. So, I'm just going to keep using the D7 basically whenever it's up on a room that isn't too hard, especially a big room, which will give us 2 charges, and fighting all these rooms again might not seem like much, but all the consumables are definitely adding up. Our luck stat is just at 1 tick. I don't know what it actually is. It could be negative, or it could be 0.5. The in-game stats tracker isn't the best, but that was not good. But yeah, doing pretty well. Lost a lot of HP, probably need to start playing a little more carefully. But so far, hasn't really been a problem for us. I will do this, and if I find a good chance to use the death card in here, I might. Death card could also be useful on a boss we hate. If I run into... oh, who do I hate on the Flooded Caves? The Forsaken isn't that bad. Really, it's Ragman that would have been annoying on this run, and we got Monstro instead. Wiggleworm is making it a lot harder to hit enemies, but Lost Fly is doing some work there. I just want to test, does the D7... no. Because it's not actual combat caused by the room or something? I don't know. Just learning about item mechanics. Okay, and that, wow, that was worth every time we got hit. If it's going to keep happening like that, I am going to... alright, we've got enough HP that I'm going right back to intentionally taking damage to get black hearts. And this may not be the most thrilling playstyle to watch, and I understand that. But, at the same time, maybe it'll give you a chance to think about the way you play. Okay, new strategy for this room. Just trigger a theme. Ooh, and this is nice. IV bag. I think with a theme and piggy bank, IV bag could actually be really good for us as a source of damage. And that makes me really want to get some more red hearts, actually. So at this point, I mean, we're already locked in to deal with the Devil Precedent, so not going to be getting any of those sweet, sweet angel deals to give HP, because I pretty much always take deal with the Devil Precedent, because it's almost always a much stronger item pool, and just more items, period. From the Devil Pool and the Angel Pool, Rune Bag is good if you have some Yara, some Perthro, and now with Deep Pockets we can carry more of it. Let's get a higher deal with the Devil Pool. But with 2 red HP and IV Bag and a Thame, I'm not going to be taking Devil Deals just because I can. I'm going to think about them. Yeah, so for half a red heart we can do a really good amount of damage. So I'm going to try and save some of these red hearts to use against our bot. As a matter of fact, I just realized we have a leech. This is a strong, pretty unconventional synergy. You can do a lot of damage without firing a shot. I mean, look how fast this made the Gertie fight. Normally, an enemy this tanky takes quite a while, and we're not particularly strong in it. But just by spending a red heart... oh, I'm sorry, Wiggleworm, you're fun, but I can't turn down the cancer trinket. I can try to not get hit by the explosive diarrhea, though. Alright, so I just had a moment of panic jumping down the trapdoor like, oh no, did I accidentally take the wrong trinket? I did not. Alright. This is strong. I'll admit our Athame Circle doesn't... no, I should have used IV Bag. Our Athame Circle doesn't look as cool anymore, but it's going to get a lot done. Cancer Trinket, I talked about this in the last video, it gives -2 tier delay, which means it's a decent tier delay. It's a decent fire rate upgrade when you have a slow fire rate, but if you already have a good fire rate, it can be amazing. I want to save the Sun card for something better. This is the perfect enemy to use a thing against. I can't believe we didn't get a single black heart from that, but it still sped that up a lot. Now, we're definitely behind pace for boss rush. That said, we've gotten a lot stronger, and I think we have a lot more potential to speed things up from here. I probably should not be using IV Bag on black hearts, but it's pretty tempting to just use it all the time, considering the huge amount of damage it does and how much we can use it. I thought about using the tower card here, but I might want If I get a bunch of HP, I could play that Blood Bank for speed. Speed upgrade and HP upgrade from Blood Bag. That said, I'm not really going to sweat it. Leech, can you kill this one? Oh, and Cambion Conception has already given us Demon Baby, which I just noticed for the first time now. I think this is a really strong and really unique synergy that I don't know that I've ever had before. A lot of people don't like items that only proc when you take damage, and I understand that because it runs pretty counterintuitive to normal play, you know, and a lot of people don't like a Thame because I was just in a thread on the subreddit today about where someone posted about how they think Thame is underrated. Degas' son? Yeah, definitely. Because, as they pointed out, it is really strong. It has a good chance to pay out from just running into enemies if you have a decent luck stack. Sorry, Flush. I know you can one-shot Brownie, but this is a decent good stack. Not my best play right there. Anyway, not everybody likes on-hit items. That said, because they're so difficult, a lot of them are pretty strong. I mean, Infestation isn't going to win any runs. But still, if we had... Ooh, extra red HP is great. Extra Degas rune means we just pop it right now. Oh, that's tough. You know what? I would almost never do this, but we have no Guppy items. It's the caves too. We're probably not going to get Guppy, and I value this red HP more because I value this weird synergy I've never really seen. That is worth trying. And yes, if this chest contains Guppy's head, I'll regret my decision a bit, but overall, I think this is one worth sticking with. It's a lot of fun. The D7 was interesting. I wasn't ready for those champions. But we're back to full HP because this synergy is really powerful. We got Succubus, which will give us a 50% damage upgrade as long as we stand inside it, and do decent damage to enemies on its own. I honestly don't know why this item has both of those effects. I mean, not that I'm complaining. It's just really powerful compared to other items. I can't think of any other... I mean, there's several other familiars that bounce around. I'll just pop that.
Spades.
You know it's a good run if I don't even want a Hierophant card. Book of Shadows is fine, can't do for us what IV Bag is doing for us. Mom's Eye gives us a chance based on luck to shoot out the back of our head. We haven't gotten any luck upgrades, I don't think. So this isn't going to fire every time. And actually it only takes 2 luck for this to fire every time, so really easy to get that to proc. That said, it's hard to really intentionally make good use of it. Alright. IV Bag saved us some HP coming in here. Okay. I do regret a little bit not taking 9 lives. But, I mean, if I'd known then what I knew now, I probably would have made a different decision. But, faced that same situation again, I'd probably make the same choice because Guppy is great, but I also had Guppy on the last run, and this seems just really good. And honestly, I think even on the Womb, where I take double damage, or a full heart of damage from every proc, it'll still be worthwhile to do this. And because... Hello, Curse of the Maze. That confused me. We have 34 keys. Let's open this. Boss Rush is not looking likely. I would really like to play that... Oh, okay. I would like to play this Judgment for the chance of HP. I would honestly rather have an extra red heart container that gets rid of one of these black hearts. And I understand that playing this guy will take away my ability to do Boss Rush. I accept this. This build isn't really great for Boss Rush. I mean, yes, I could use IV Bag on it. I'd probably do fine. And I will pop the Sun card on the next floor to see if I can get to Boss Rush. But I'm not going to sweat it. If it's too far, I think I would rather do the item room and shop than Boss Rush. The nice thing about this energy is it also makes us tier upgrade. Yeah, that should make us a lot stronger with Cancer. I guess this would be a pretty good upgrade, pretty good run for Boss Rush if we had enough HP. Can't guarantee that we will. Does this get us in here? This does. And with this, Boss Rush is pretty much out of the question. And I'd say the damage upgrade for Steve is probably as good as whatever we would have gotten from Boss Rush. I don't really care about a Tempest card. Suicide King. I'm going to switch out so that I don't accidentally press it. Suicide King would have been great if we had 9 lives. So a couple reasons have stacked up why 9 lives might have been a good choice to take, but well, it's over now, and I'm not unhappy with how this has turned out. Boss Rush isn't happening. Let's fight this mini-boss. I do wish I could see how much HP I have, but it's just coming so fast and furious that really not much to worry about. My first 2 episodes on the stream have really been 2 very solid runs. I mean, this isn't guppy like the last one was, but on the other hand, the last one took a while to get started. It certainly finished very powerful, but the first couple floors I was a little worried. I thought, you know, this is going fine, but only if we continue to get good items. And this, I think honestly, as long as the HP drops keep coming, we are set. This is Best Bud, not Lost Fly. They look identical, and we have both now. I know they're not identical, but it is very close. Would really love a luck upgrade. BFF is great. Treasure Map is great. Joker card is better than Suicide King. Okay, if we can't buy that, it means we're still at full HP. I was going to say let's take a moment to donate, and that is as much of a moment as we got. I'm blowing up the greeds in the shop, or greed corpses, or shopkeepers, I suppose, because it actually gives us a higher chance at a deal with the devil. Could and will farm this a bit to see what happens. I'm just going to play this about, let's say, 5 times. No, I was going to say I don't want to play it too far because I don't want it to give us a deal with the angel instead of a deal with the devil, but I'd actually be okay with that. I am going to hold off on playing it anymore until I get some more HP. That wasn't great. I probably could have used IV bag to avoid taking that damage. You know what? I am going to use Dig Oz because now that I'm playing that, I want to know how much HP I have. Death, High Priestess. Let's pop the Death card on that big room. Or actually, pop that. What am I going to use Burkano for? I don't know, but more than I was going to use that Death card for, probably, because really Death is best for a big room with a lot of small enemies. And we're actually pretty set for big rooms with a lot of small enemies, thanks to this IV bag synergy. Alright. I'm going to really hope for Spirit Hearts here. My dream came true. Okay, so this poses a really interesting question. Do I want to add the key pieces to fight Mega Satan now? Do I want to teleport directly to the Dark Room and fight Mega Satan? You know what? Let's fight Krampus first. And honestly, I'm going to explore the rest of the floor and look for HP. If we can fill up these red hearts or get 1 or 2 more spirit hearts, I will just go fight Mega Satan right now and see what happens. Actually, I'll teleport to the dark room and fight a couple rooms first, because we have Guppy's Tail and a pretty solid chance of getting items. I have not been using Lil Brim properly, and I should give him more respect than that, because with BFF, Little Brim is doing a lot more than our regular tiers. It's just that we're not really using either with this same synergy. Alright. So, Binding of Isaac, the game all about Isaac's mother trying to kill him and jumping into the basement and fantasizing about that. We are not actually going to fight Isaac's mother in this run. That's pretty cool. Teleport directly to Dark Room. Do not fight Mom, do not pass go. Alright, Malibu's room is great. Hermit card means we can take the Polaroid, which I guess we should do. Polaroid or... I'm trying to decide between the Polaroid or the negative. This is one of those... I mean, Polaroid invincibility is hard to turn down, but I never take the negative, and this might be one of those few situations where it's actually as good. So I'm going to do that, just because I never get to take the negative. Ooh, or I would have preferred to prefer them both and take the one I liked. But hindsight is 20/20. Granted, that's not hindsight so much as didn't check the rune or didn't look to see that there was a rune, but whatever. I'm feeling good. Let's do card is world. It's useful, I guess, but not really, because we're not going anywhere on that floor. Alright, we are officially committed now. Let's see if we can fight Mega Satan. I would really love to get another item first. I mean, that does proc when we take damage. And we have BFF. It's a bad item, but when will it ever be better than it is right now? That's what I'm thinking. And if I hadn't taken it, I would have had a chance to reconsider. Alright, let's fight a room. I'm not going to use the name here. I only have this one red heart, and HP is a lot more precious right now. Holy Light is strong. Okay. So, I'm going to try and find a good enemy to use this red heart on. I think this is it right here. That did a lot of damage to death. Okay. Now we're actually in dangerous territory. You know what? Let's let Leech kill whatever we can. We have Leech with BFF, and now is really his time to shine. Oh, Succubus, don't kill him instead of Leech. Succubus! Best bud, no. All my familiars are working against me. I just want to feed this Leech. Am I just gonna run around and dodge until Leech kills some enemies? No, because I'll take damage. But it was tempting. Oh yeah, we got treasure map, so this world card is not really going to do much for us. I'm not ready to fight Mega Satan until we get some more HP or a really good item. And honestly, I think teleporting straight from the depths to the dark room and fighting the lamb is still zany enough, even if we don't get a good chance to fight Mega Satan. Whew. Like most players, I'd say, I almost always go to the chest instead of the dark room, except when I'm playing shenanigans like this, and I'd forgotten some of the room layouts here are a little unpleasant to deal with. Oh, double adversary. And we don't have Polaroid or any kind of invincibility. We have not gotten hit yet. Hey, you know what? I'm pretty proud of that. That's some of my better play in a room like that. And Odd Mushroom is worth the wait. I wished the heart container it came with was full, but the damage up is still pretty useful, and I believe it makes our head bigger. And I always like a good visual effect, especially one that doesn't take away from the rest. A key. Not important to me. That every room that we clear without taking damage is just another room we get closer to the land fight. Full health. Alright. With full health and this Alges rune, do I fight Mega Satan? I'm gonna say yes. And I will do it with Retrovision, because I'm not scared of his tricks. Let's cleanse that. Oh, wrong way. Let's cleanse that amnesia pill we just took. This might not be the right choice, but I'm gonna do it. So, I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna save the Alges rune as long as I can. I wanted to see if that would work. It didn't. I'm gonna save the Alges rune, because that could be really useful in the second phase of the fight, because when he's spawning all the mini-bosses, money is power. Huge. When he's spawning all the mini-bosses, that's when I want to use a Thane to do all my damage. So we're going to just try to make through this first phase on our regular tiers. And we're going to see if we can beat Mega Satan in less than, well, if not 30 minutes, 31 minutes. This has been a wild run. I think we've got every chance of winning here. Yeah, wow, our damages. We've never been firing our actual tiers prior to this floor, but our damage is pretty good. We shot through that first phase of Mega Satan without too much trouble, so what I'm really waiting for is for Super Envy to spawn. The fact that we've been able to kill all these enemies in a timely fashion without even getting hit yet says really good things. We haven't even got amazing speed for dodging. Yeah, our speed is still really low, even though we got the Elder there. So it's not about great dodges keeping us from getting hit, it's just killing the enemies before they have too much of a chance. Oh, that was exactly what I wanted to happen there. Killing the enemies before they have too much of a chance to kill us. And with all this HP, and the negative proccing on every hit, I think we win. Because, yeah, we're getting low on HP, but we still have this Alges rune. And now we pop. Oh, jeez. I did not press Q as quickly as I thought I did. And maybe I shouldn't have taken all that damage, but you know what? That's what's keeping this run a little more exciting at the finale here. I always like a challenge, and I have certainly made a bit of one for myself, but I think we can kill him before this wears off. Come on, little Grim. Do your work. Oh, this is not good. This was a bad decision. Oh, this was a terrible decision. Alright, so our streak is back to 0. Not because I teleported to the dark room, but because I got really cocky and burnt all my HP that I definitely could have used to get through that final phase. But, you know what? It's alright. Thanks for watching. This has been episode 2 of MusicalConman Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Bye.